She looks like an elegant rideshare driver, but seconds later, she's leaning over the back seat about to kill a billionaire with her bare hands. Her name is Ava, and before she pulls the trigger, she always asks one question: what did you do to deserve this, tonight? The answer will cost someone everything. Take a close look at this woman. 1 second, she's an elegant rideshare driver with flawless manners. The next, she's leaning over the back seat raising a blade toward a billionaire financial tycoon. And to understand how it got to this point, you have to know what she really does for a living. Her name is Ava. On the surface, she's an international event planner. But in reality, she's the top assassin for a shadow organization tasked with eliminating powerful criminals who've managed to stay above the law. Ava has one unusual habit: before every kill, she wants to know her target's sins. Tonight's target is a financial consultant named Peter. As Ava gets closer, he mistakes her approach for flirtation, even suggesting they play a little game of removing their masks and being honest with each other. What he doesn't realize is that Ava isn't just removing his disguise, she's taking his life. After confirming his crimes, insider trading and election manipulation, Ava gives him a clean, quiet death. Mission complete. She contacts her handler and mentor, Duke, the only person who's ever cared for her like a father. But Duke warns her, the higher-ups aren't happy about her habit of questioning targets before killing them. Still, another assignment comes in. This time, the target is a general in Saudi Arabia. The organization demands it look like a natural death. Duke stresses that the entire leadership is watching this mission closely. No mistakes. Ava infiltrates the general's circle, posing as a woman close to him, under the cover of a romantic evening. She prepares to inject a painless toxin, but when she whispers her usual coded phrase to confirm identity, there's no response. In that instant, Ava realizes the intelligence was wrong. Because of a simple spelling error, she's targeted the wrong man. Suddenly, real attackers burst into the room. What was supposed to be a silent assassination turns into a violent gunfight. Ava barely escapes, but the mistake exposes her, and now the organization has her in its crosshairs. One of the leaders, Simon, a ruthless operative trained by Duke himself, has always seen Ava as a threat. He seizes this opportunity, declaring her a liability that must be eliminated. Duke argues fiercely on her behalf and manages to buy her time. She's ordered to take leave and return home to Boston for the first time in 8 years, to attend her father's funeral and lie low. But home is its own kind of hell. Her mother still speaks softly, yet every word cuts like a blade, and worse. Her younger sister Judy is now in a relationship with Ava's ex-fiancé, Michael. At a painfully awkward dinner, old betrayals resurface. Resentment fills the room like poison. Then it gets worse. Ava discovers that Michael has fallen deep into drug addiction and owes $75,000 to a local crime boss named Tony. To protect her family, Ava steps inside a grimy underground casino. Facing armed enforcers, she drops the mask. In seconds, she takes them all down with terrifying efficiency. Michael stares at her in shock. "What have you become?" he asks. Finally, Ava reveals the truth she's buried for 8 years. Back then, she caught her father having an affair and threatened to tell her mother. To protect himself, her father twisted the story, accusing Ava, who was struggling with alcohol and drugs at the time, of blackmail. Her mother chose to believe him. The betrayal nearly drove Ava to kill her own father. Instead, she fled, joined the military, and was eventually recruited by Duke into the world of assassins. Just as family tensions reach a breaking point, the organization's shadow arrives in Boston. An assassin attacks Ava on the street. She kills him, but immediately understands Simon has sent someone to finish her. When she confronts Duke, he tries to brush it off as a random mugging. But Ava isn't naive anymore. She knows there's a kill order on her head, and Duke is risking everything to shield her. Meanwhile, her mother finally breaks down. She admits she knew the truth all those years ago, but she was afraid of being alone, afraid of losing her husband, so she sacrificed her daughter instead. After 8 years, mother and daughter finally reconcile, but peace doesn't last. Simon loses patience. Ignoring Duke's pleas, he personally executes him. Then he calls Ava, coldly informing her that Duke is dead. "And you're next." Duke's murder shatters Ava completely. Desperate, she asks Michael to run away with her, to escape this bloody life. But Michael delivers another crushing blow. Judy is pregnant with his child. Ava finally understands there's no future for her, no happiness waiting at the end of this road. From despair comes clarity. She stops chasing personal redemption and starts planning for her family's safety. She pays off Michael's debt with a suitcase of cash, hands her sister $500,000 and a detailed escape plan. She forces them to leave the country immediately. With everything arranged, Ava goes alone to meet Simon, not for revenge, but to end it, once and for all. Inside a hotel, two elite assassins engage in a brutal, primal fight. Ava uses alcohol to numb herself and disorient her enemy. She kills Simon, but suffers severe injuries in the process, bleeding, barely standing. She disappears into the chaos of the city. She burns every trace of her old identity, but the organization spans the globe. The kill order will never expire. Her family is safe, but for Ava, there is no home left, only the endless road, and the hunters waiting in the dark. The movie ends here. Thanks for your watching. Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out.